Yo, what's good, Commanders family? It's your man G. We back with another one, another blueprint. And this week, it's prime time. Thursday night football, Commanders versus Packers, week 2 under the lights. And we got a chance to prove the entire NFL that we are real. This series, the blueprint, it's all about the keys to victory. What's the plan? What's the strategy? How does DQ and the squad handle Green Bay? And how do we make a statement win on national television? So sit back, lock in. Let's get into this blueprint. Hit that subscribe. Hit that subscribe for your guy. Hit that like button one time. And let's get right into it. So Jayden Daniels, let's start with the offense. Right. Last week, you already know he was efficient, but he wasn't his most efficient self. Most content creators give him about a B minus, C plus grade, depending on who you asking. This week, though, he got to be explosive, baby. He got to be him. He got to be his best self. And JD loves the lights. He loves prime time, right? He going to have that thing on him, and he going to give us the highlights we looking for. It's about the moments, those key moments that he going to have in the game where he extending plays and he keeping that composure. When Micah Parsons is trying to hawk him down and he's able to that joint right over the middle, Deebo Samuel. So listen, what he's going to have to do is he's going to have to take what the defense gives him early and then get aggressive later, depending on how that running game look. Now, if that running game is popping, we call all the shots. If our running game popping, we call all the shots. And because Jayden Daniels is a dual threat quarterback, the running game is always popping because he's a threat himself to run. He had 70 yards rushing last week. But who I want to see running the ball is Bill. Big dollar Bill, number 22, the rookie nominated for Rookie of the Week, Bill Croskey-Merritt, right? He bring the juice that we have not had in this running back room. I know y'all know, and God knows how long. He a physical runner, he decisive, and he's very patient. And that damn jump cut is amazing, right? He's a lot stronger than you think. He's a lot stronger than what you think. I was listening to Lake Lewis, and he was mentioning how the boy well put together, and he wears people down. So the key, we got to wear down that Packers front, man. That front seven, we got to wear them boys down. And we run the ball differently than the Lions. The Lions just want to move forward on you. Nah, we got some things for you. We gonna have you going left, right, while we going left and right. Like we all gonna be skating, and we gonna be skating away from you. That's how we gonna do. And we got Eckler. That's thunder and lightning right there. And I got them starting Eckler to start the game, just like we did last week. But I think Bill's gonna get a good amount of carries. He had 10 last week. Put me down for 12 to 15 this week. Easy. And they impactful carries. He was averaging over 8 yards a carry. Dare I say, this is going to be his first 100-yard game. 125, 2 touchdowns. Give it up. Let's go. Because the running game is the X factor. That's one of the biggest X factors. If we can do that, them boys can't touch JD because he's running the ball. What you talking about? And when we passing it, you're thinking we running it. And now we got y'all all in kind of conflict. Now you're dealing with Deebo and Terry. I'm matchup nightmares. We got matchup nightmares for days now. Right? Deebo, Terry, Zach Ertz, Jalen Lane. That's 4. Right? And Jalen Lane coming around. He coming around. But Deebo? Deebo put it on last week, didn't he? 77 yards and 19 yards rushing with a touchdown. He put it on last week. He put it on. He had about 9 targets, caught 7 of them, dropped 2. That's not going to happen this week. I don't got him dropping passes this week. I don't got Terry dropping passes this week. Right? I got Deebo being in space, being a mismatch terror when he get the ball on that slant, on that post, right? On that end cutting route, on that curl. All right. When we hit him with another reverse of things like that. I love the way they got him rolling out in motion and things like that, running into the backfield, coming out the backfield, looping around the running back, all that stuff. Bringing the corner in the box, making the corner have to tackle a running back. They don't want to do that shit. They don't want to do that at all. Right? Deebo versus Kyshawn Nixon is not fair. Kyshawn Nixon may be a Pro Bowl level returner or whatever. I don't care. But covering Deebo Samuel is a different animal. Covering Terry McLaurin is going to be a different animal because you know how Terry go. He ain't have a lot of targets last week. He ain't have a whole lot going on. So guess what? Guess what Terry got to do? Terry finna eat. Deebo finna eat. I'm really looking for like a big game out of offense. Like a big game out of offense. One of them games is the league like, oh snap. These dudes is serious. These dudes are serious. They chain movers. They yak monsters. And we gonna be the ones to break this Green Bay defense that Peter Schrager thinks is the best defense in the NFL. He was damn near talking like they was historical. I'm like, man, he was going against Jared Goff, man. I'm not going against Jayden Daniels, Lisan Agaib. Y'all know how we feel about him over here. Y'all know how we feel. And that O-line was doing their thing last week. The O-line was doing their thing last week. We know Connolly gonna have his growing pains. We know that already. We already expect that. The Packers, they got Rashan Gary and they got damn Micah Parsons and they got Edgerrin Cooper. Great. Bring them on, young. Bring them on. Right? We got a plan for everybody. You heard Jayden Daniels in the press scrum. We got a plan for them guys. We got a plan. You damn right we got a plan. The plan is going to be to keep my man safe, keep him protected, keep him upright, as well as keeping him comfortable so that he can diagnose the field. He trusts what he's feeling up front from the O-line, right? So when he know he got to get out of pressure, he know that's when he got to go. He know when he get a 3 and a tick, he got to go. Unless he take a peek and look and he say, oh shit, Josh Connolly got that man Micah in the straitjacket right now. Oh damn, did John Basis come over and chip Micah? Oh, we got him. We got an extra second. We got an extra second. Let's get it. Terry across the middle. Touchdown. So, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's what we looking for. We looking to break them boys, right? We got to make sure that we use that quick game we like. We got to use that tempo. Keep the screens coming. Those rollouts moving the platform for JD, right? Making that defensive line have to chase him left or right. Chase the running backs left or right. Lyman is moving you from left to right. You're going to be tired as hell. You seen Dexter Lawrence, right? You seen Abdul Carter. They hands on their knees. The first game of the season. Hands on their hips. Let's take the pass rush out of the game. And all we got to do, once we do that, we can set up everything else after that. Once we get them boys tired, oh, it's a wrap. Deep ball coming. Explosive plays coming. And the reason why is because it's Packers secondary. Right? That's their weakness. That's their weak link on their defense. Their front seven is like that. But that secondary, Xavier Kinney, that's the vet. That's the best player on their defense. In their secondary. But he's covering up for a lot of inexperience around him, man. One man can only do so much. Keyshawn Nixon, solid athlete. Solid athlete. But he's not locking up Deebo. And they're not playing one-on-one. They're going to have to play some form of zone because of the way JD is a threat. So that already simplifies their defense. And once we go tempo, it simplifies it even more. Right? Now you got these young boys playing simple coverage looks where they might not necessarily have the help that they need in certain scenarios when we start running those RPOs and things of that nature. Cannot wait to see how much conflict Cliff Kingsbury puts on these guys. Right? Javon Bullard, they rookie from this year. He's playing both strong safety and nickel. He got a lot of work to do. He got Deebo, Jalen Lane. Shoot, he might even get some Luke McCaffrey work this week. Right? Because Luke had a little play in special teams. We might see Luke on the field a little bit. Even though Jalen Lane doubled him up on the snap count. But listen, we're going to isolate these guys, man, and we're going to win. We're going to isolate and attack these guys and win. Nate Hobbs, questionable. If he's out, Carrington Valentine, he's going to see major reps. I don't even know who these guys are. I'm just reading names on a paper. That's a matchup. These matchups Jayden is going to look to exploit, man. So we just got to take care of the front seven so he can exploit and carve these boys up. Their secondary is young. It's very beatable, and it's their weak link on their roster. It's probably the weakest unit on their team, right? If we play fast like we do, spread the ball around like we do, this game could be ours quickly, all right? Especially once we get to the X factors. Now let's move over to the defense real quick. Deron Payne, Javon Kinlaw, Johnny Newton. Damn. Them boys is doing work on Sunday. All right. Deron looked like he was trying to make all pro so that the team had to pay him oodles and oodles and oodles of cash. Kinlaw said, y'all gonna remember my name. Big 99. I ain't like the 99 that was here last year. I'm moving Bama's off the spot. right? And if they doubling me, I'm anchoring down, man. I watched so many times with a defensive lineman, Eddie Goldman and all them boys, they were just anchored. Y'all doubling us, we not moving, bro. Right? We moving y'all, actually. I seen Javon Kinlaw beat a double team and grab Obama by the jersey and tackle him with one hand. That's crazy, bro. Johnny Newton, he was second on the team in pressures. He had like 5 or 6 pressures on Sunday. Love to see that from the second year guys stepping up. We need to look for these second year players that are stepping up. Okay, I'm gonna mention a few of them. We already mentioned Luke with the special teams play, right? Brandon Coleman with the great offensive line play at the guard position, right beside your man Laramie Tunsil, out there looking like the Hogs 2.0 almost. Okay, and so now we on the Johnny Newton stepping up. In the Packers' interior offensive line. Listen, if we can smash that interior offensive line, and he gets under pressure, Jordan Love gets under pressure, you know he's gonna get reckless with that football. And if we can stop the run like we were doing, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We make them one dimensional. Them boys is toast. Them boys is toast. Okay. Dorrance Armstrong, that boy had like 9 pressures. Right? Shoot, I want to say like it might have been last year. Damn, John Allen might have only had 9 pressures total in the whole season. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude, Dorrance Armstrong, came out and was like, oh, I'm standing up and I'm going at the guard and I'm going at the center. And I'm going crazy. I love what I seen from that dude, right? And he could tell he got like this invigoration about himself about being in year 2 here in Washington. Okay. This is not him coming from Dallas anymore. Now he's here. Everything is here for him. Okay. The edge, Von Miller, Jacob Martin. Yeah. Situational assassins. That's what we need them. We need them boys to be situational assassins. When they looking to pass the ball, because we're going to stop the run. We get them in those third down, long situations, those second and long situations, they looking to pass. I need the interior and the ends to get at them. Get at them, right? With the linebackers, Frankie Louvu, Bobby Wag, Jordan McGee, second-year player who's trying to make a leap, right? I need them also to be very sound, right? Because you already know. Jordan Love, he is a mobile quarterback. He's not as mobile as Jayden Daniels by any stretch of the imagination, but we got to be disciplined in our rush lanes as well as our coverage down the field, so we don't give him too much. We can't give him too much. I don't want to get him nothing, right? And we can't talk about our defense or this Joe Witt defense without talking about the secondary. Marshon Lattimore, dog. Trey Amos, dog. Mike Sanders there, dog. Physical, aggressive ball hawking, man. Quan Martin, dog. Will Harris, dog. Come on, man. All we need, bro, is for our guys to hold up long enough like they was doing on Sunday. Just hold up long enough for the pass rush to get home. Right? Let them big boys is not going to take long, man. They're a strong unit, man. They are physical front 7. And if we can have our front 7 be dominant, secondary is going to show that they're the strength of the team because he's not going to have no options. And I just need that to continue to marry up. Show us that last week is the beginning of something beautiful on the defense side of the ball. Okay? So moving on to X factors. Special teams, straight up. Special teams. Listen, I need a special team score from us. I need a punt return for a touchdown, or I need a kickoff return for a touchdown, right? I need to always make sure that we have the best field position humanly possible when it comes to when we get the ball. And I want us to make sure that we pinning them in the most unadvantageous situation possible. So making sure that we always are a big play threat, even on defense. If we got them pinned up against their end zone, we got an opportunity for a pick 6. We got an opportunity for a scoop and score. Got to keep them on their heels, man, right? Coaching. I need DQ and that time management. I need an A1. We can't have situations at the end of the half where we're not executing. We got to make sure that's A1. That's perfect. We got to remember, we the hunters. We are never hunted. We do the hunting. Remember that. The crowd, you already know them boys going to be loud in Lambeau. So I need the gang to be more efficient. I need the gang not to have 12 penalties for 89 yards and be giving up first downs and things of that nature. Right? I need them boys sound. And I think after what they showed against the Giants, they were not happy. Y'all saw all the press scrums. They were not happy about what about the tape they put out there. And I know they heard about themselves over and over and over this week. So turn it up. It's time to turn it up, right? And we, as fans, we got to make sure. We got to make sure they know. They got to know. And you know how we do it. We're going to get them all the love we can from the screen, dog. We're going to get them all the love we can from the screen. But we're going to keep it real, man. This is a playoff preview right here. This might even be the NFC Championship game preview. Both teams are young, explosive, and hungry, man. Right now, I know they say we the oldest team, but in the most important positions, we young, right? And the win here plants the flag that we are elite. Washington is one of the elites. We're not just good to great. We're an elite team, and we here to stay. We here because it's the new reality that the NFL has upon themselves. We're not sneaking up on anybody. That was last year. This year, this our year. So listen, that's the blueprint. Pound the rock with Croskey-Merritt. Got to make sure Bill E. spread the ball. Jayden already is going to do that. Attack that young secondary. Collapse the pocket on Jordan Love. Play fast, physical, and aggressive defense, man. Hell, play fast, physical, and aggressive offense as well. Because that's what we are. We a fast, physical, aggressive Washington Commander team who's going to win on Thursday night. Now, drop your score predictions in the comments. If you're walking with this channel, smash that subscribe button. We're building the fastest growing Commanders community on YouTube, baby. It's prime time. It's week 2, and this is the blueprint. Washington Commanders. Raise hell. And we out.